Hi, welcome to Blue Star Report. I'm Brad. Right there is Dustin. As probably everybody in Cowboys fandom knows, we picked up George Pickens this morning. What do you think about him?
I think he has the potential to be a real good number two, and in some spots maybe a one. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he could be a one places.
And the reason he wasn't in Pittsburgh was because of the quarterback.
So yeah, I agree with that. So he's 6'3", 200 pounds. What did he run in the 40?
4.4 something.
4.4? Okay.
4.4 something.
So add Pickens to our team. Man, that's like filling the last real hole we had.
Yeah.
It really is. That's like he is a deep threat. He can catch the ball all outside of his body.
He made some crazy catches in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, 50-50 balls. He's up. He is going to open up CeeDee Lamb so much. Because
they're going to have to account for him.
They're going to have to definitely account for him. The double team on CeeDee Lamb, you can forget about that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to be – there's no really team that's going to be able to do that. They're going to probably move CeeDee Lamb into the slot a lot where he's got a nickel corner on him. And that's where he really thrives the most.
Yeah,
Lamb does, yeah. So we just want to make a quick mention of Pickens, to be quite honest, because we really wanted to make a video about Blue. But when they did this morning, it was like, well, let's just throw something out there about Pickens. You know, everybody already knows. I'm not going to show you anything about him. Most anybody that knows anything about football has already seen him play. They know what he's got. They know what he's going to bring to the table. He is going to cry a little bit. And, you know, they'll deal with that. And I think that Dak Prescott can suppress some of that for him.
Yeah.
I think his leadership skills plus CeeDee Lamb, his leadership skills with him, I think he'll be good in Dallas. I really think. I don't think he's going to be that little crybaby he was every once in a while in Pittsburgh. I mean, I would have been crying too if I'd have had the quarterback play they had.
Yeah.
You know, he wants to go somewhere and do good, you know.
Yeah, he had 3 years in Pittsburgh.
3 years,
This will be his fourth in Dallas. I think his quarterbacks were Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, last year Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
But he ain't nowhere near what he was.
Yeah.
No. Nothing close to Dak.
No. I don't care what a lot of people say about Dak. Dak's a good quarterback.
Yeah,
Dak's a good quarterback. So all of you guys that go out there and y'all listen to the Stephen A. Smiths of the world and the Cowboy haters, don't listen to anything they got to say about Pickens. Just forget about what they have to say. You just look with your own eyes. You know what he does. What he's done in Pittsburgh, and he's going to bring that same energy to Dallas. And Dallas is a better team than Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Across the board, 100%, I feel like it. And I think he's going to have a big year. And I think it could put Dallas over the top. I'm not saying they're going to go win a Super Bowl. But I'm thinking that with him on the team now, they're much closer to Philadelphia than they were this time last year.
Yeah.
Roster-wise.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of people also say, you're going to hear if you watch any other videos, some of the Stephen A. people, they're going to say, well, that made them from, instead of getting last in our division, we're going to get third. No, dude, we were as good of a team as Washington was last year.
Yeah.
We were hurt. Most everybody hurt throughout the whole year. Practically, there was people hurt on our defense. Dak was out several games, and we still split with Washington. We should have won the last game too, but we still split with them anyway. My point is, don't listen to what they got to say. Use your own eyes, your own judgment. You've seen him play. You know who the guy is. That's why we're not going to sit here and just hound on the dude all day and talk about how great a guy he is. We know what he's going to do. We know how much it's going to help our offense. We needed a number 2 receiver, and now we got one.
Yep.
Bottom line, that's it.
Yep.
Okay, so this is going to be a short video, by the way. So we're going to talk about a little bit about Blue, because to me, I know Pickens is going to help us in our offense. To me, I feel like Blue is going to be a superstar this year. I really feel like it. I feel like that he's going to be, when you watch him this year, you're going to be like, that dude can play some football.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you why. 4.25. That's why. This is the NFL.
That's what he ran in his pro day.
Speed kills.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, a lot of you guys, I don't know if y'all know that he did, but he ran 4.25, like Dustin said, in the pro day. In the combine, he run a 4.3 something. I can't remember what it was, but let me caveat that a little bit. He had a pull growing in the combine. Like all those drills that do side-by-side drills and all that stuff, he didn't do any of that because of that growing. Mm-hmm. They told him that he could try to run the 40, but he wasn't 100%. But on the pro day, he run 4.25. That's the speed. That's getting down through there. So I got 2 videos, just two quick highlights I want y'all to watch. I'm putting them on right now. They may already be up. You're watching them. But I want you to watch how fast this dude turns the corner. I want you to watch the angle that these defensive backs have on him. And he just absolutely flies past them like they were just standing there watching him.
If he can get past the first level,
he's in good shape.
He's out of there.
Yeah. In the NFL, that's why the NFL, they do a lot of that they'll draft on speed. It's kind of like a pitcher in the Major League Baseball. If you can throw in the mid-90s and higher, they'll sign you. I don't care who you are.
No matter how good your control is.
They'll work on that. They'll sign you. Same way with football. If you got elite speed, you got a spot, and they'll figure out a way to get you incorporated into the game.
I believe he was a track guy, wasn't he?
He's a track guy, and on those videos, I'm sure they're already played now, but on those videos, if you'll watch his form, he has outstanding form when he runs. He runs so smooth. And that's what's so deceiving.
Yeah,
is it doesn't look like he's moving that fast, but he's moving.
Yeah,
he's carrying the mail, buddy. I'm telling you. So a little bit about Blue. He's 5'10", 196 pounds. Okay, some people have him listed at 6 foot. There's one that has him listed at 5'9", but they all have him about 200 pounds.
Yeah.
Okay. We watched all of his games. I'm popping his stats up right now. You'll see his stats of what he did in Texas.
He shares all the time, though, in Texas with 2 other running backs.
Yeah, Wisner
and
I can't remember the other guy. Is irrelevant.
Yeah.
He did share some time. He's a threat out of the backfield when it comes to the passing game.
Oh yeah.
And that's where I'm saying that he's going to I say he's going to be a superstar. He's going to show out. That's the part. I think he's going to do well in the run game. I don't think he'll hold his own. But I think in the passing game, I think he is going to show out.
Run some screens with him.
Yeah. Because he gets the ball in his hands and there's nobody around him with 5 yards. He's going to move around somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting him right there.
Yeah.
He can move and he's quick. I mean, boom, he's up to speed quick.
Yeah.
So like I said, we watched all of his games and I love him to death. Yeah. I love him to death. He wasn't even supposed to start for Texas this year.
No.
Or last year.
Had been C.J. Baxter was supposed to, but he got hurt.
Yeah.
His first of the year for the season.
Yeah, so Blue stepped in, and he did well.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think he had it's on the stats, and I'll have it highlighted as well. I think he had 7 or 8 touchdowns rushing, and then one less than that is either 7 and 6 or 6 or something like that receiving. 300 and something yards receiving, like 42 catches for 300 something yards. That's a lot out of the backfield, especially seeing the fact that Wisner had 44 catches out of the backfield.
Yeah.
So I mean, they threw a lot. He knows how to run those routes and get open from the backfield.
Yeah,
he really does. And so there's a couple of guys that we want to compare him to that's already in the NFL.
They're about the same size.
They're about the same size, and one of them is
Devion A-Chain from Miami. He's 5'9", 187, and he runs a 4.32.
Yep, runs a 4.32 out of Miami. And if you guys, let me say something real quick. When we do these videos, most anybody that watches football, that keeps up with football, already knows all these people.
Yeah.
We're not going to waste all y'all's time with, look at what he did, look what he did. you've already know who Devion A-Chain is.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, his first year in Miami, he was lethal.
Yeah.
Catching out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Then tossing the ball out there, and man, off he would go. I mean, he was. I don't know who had him on in our fantasy football, but they were just killing us with all the yards.
I think he got hurt.
Yeah, he ended up getting hurt, I think. But my point is Blue and A-Chain about the same size. Only thing is what?
He's Blue's a little bit faster.
Blue's faster.
Yeah.
Blue's faster.
He's a step or two.
If you can believe that he's faster than A-Chain,
he is.
He is. He's faster than A-Chain is. And that right there is nuts because A-Chain can fly.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the other guy that we want to compare him to is also plays in NFL, and he's a little bit better as a running back as far as out of the backfield, I think.
Yeah.
But is Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs is 5'9", 203. He runs a 4.36 40. So Blue is
a little bit faster.
A little bit faster. He's just a little bit faster. So what you got now is everybody knows who Jahmyr Gibbs is.
Yeah.
We watched him all. Everybody watched him. We all know what he can do. You got what we have on Dallas right now is A-Chain, Jahmyr Gibbs guy that can catch the ball out of the backfield. The only difference is he's just a little bit faster.
Yeah. Another guy they compared him to was Pollard, and his shiftiness and his vision, but he's just a little bit faster.
He's just faster. He kills in NFL, buddy. I'm telling you, because you don't really know it, but like the difference in a 4.25 and a 4.36 is probably, I don't know, you probably can't even see me on here, but it's probably like maybe even further than that.
About 3 feet, maybe.
A little further than that. 3 feet. I mean, that's instant. That's like 4.28, 4.29, maybe 4.3.
Yeah.
But you're talking this much difference. I'd say at least.
Yeah.
From a 4.25 to a 4.32 and a 4.36, you're talking about this much difference.
You couldn't reach out and touch
you. You can't reach out. Yeah, that's the difference. A guy running 4.25 and a guy running 4.36, he couldn't reach out and touch that guy running 4.25.
No.
Couldn't do it. He probably, I don't even know if he may be able to dive and clip him, but there's a it doesn't seem like a lot of difference in the time, but there's a lot of difference in the distance.
Yeah.
Between those two times.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. That's only 4/100ths of a second. Is that 4/100? Well, what's his name? From Texas last year. Last year, or the year before last. It went to Kansas City.
Oh, Xavier Worthy?
That's only...
He ran a 4.21.
Yeah, that's only 0.2... That's 0.04 seconds, 4/100ths of a second faster. I mean,
he's a lot bigger than him too.
That might be a touch.
Yeah.
Between a 4.25 and a 4.21, that's probably like this distance right here.
Yeah.
But
he's smaller, or he's
a lot
bigger
smaller
than Worthy.
Yeah. He's a lot bigger than Worthy. A lot bigger than Worthy.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what we're looking at. That's what we got. And to me, you're going to have this is what we're looking at this year for Dallas. I think Dallas is going to be good.
I do too.
I think they're going to be good. I really do. I'm a Dallas fan, and I'm not trying to be biased.
Long as
last year, I was a little skeptical. This year, they've got some pieces put in.
Yeah.
And honest to God, feel like Dallas is going to do a little something this year. You just kind of think about this. You got CeeDee Lamb on one side. You got Pickens on the other. So what are they going to do to defend that? Most of the time, when you got two great wideouts that can beat you deep,
they're
going to run two high safeties.
Yeah.
To shut it down. So they're gonna have 2 high safeties.
All that underneath stuff, or
all that
out of the
backfield running. You got a Blue that can run a 4.25, swinging out of the backfield. When last year they'd bring that safety in the box.
Mm-hmm.
They bring him down inside.
Just double lamb.
Double lamb or something. They're gonna be able to double lamb.
No,
they're not gonna be able to double Pickens, and they're not going to be able to bring that extra guy into the box unless it's a running down. And then again, who knows with Dallas, because you never know what they're going to do running a pass that don't eat down.
Yeah.
So, but you think about that. Who's going to cover Blue? No linebacker.
No.
Another corner. Even then, he's going to beat any corner if he wants to beat them down the field. He'll beat them at a 4.25.
Yeah.
No linebacker is going to cover him. No nickel corner is going to cover him. Okay.
And if they were to put
what if
Blue back there on one side, Turpin on the other?
Yeah, you got Dak in
you got
the
some
shotgun.
Speed right there.
You got Dak in the shotgun. You got Lamb on one side, Pickens on the other. You got Blue standing right here, and you got Turpin standing right here, and they both go different directions.
Yeah.
Which one are they going to cover?
Better pick one fast.
But one of them, somebody's going to be open.
Yeah.
Somebody's not neither one of them's going to have anybody that can actually cover them.
No, not speed-wise.
No, not speed-wise, no. So, and Blue, like I said, he's special when it comes out of the back, when he's coming out of the backfield.
Yeah.
I've seen him do it, I don't know how many times in Texas, come run out of the backfield and run straight up the middle of the field and dump it right over the top and gone.
And I mean, it's a little off topic, but maybe not. When he's on the sidelines now, this year we're going to have running backs that kind of fill that void for a couple of plays.
Even Sanders can catch passes out of the backfield.
Yeah. Williams he's a big guy.
Moffa's a big dude.
He's a big boy. He's going to be in the red zone.
Yeah, we got red zone or first, 4th and 1s or 3rd and 1s or 3rd and shorts or whatever it is. We've
added depth on our whole depth chart.
Yeah, we really do.
Every position.
Yeah. And they've got some guys as well that they picked up UDFAs that are receivers that aren't bad.
Yeah, that Trace Sean, something Holden from Oregon.
Oregon, yeah.
Supposedly he's supposed to be
good. Yeah.
Very good.
So I don't know who the 3rd receiver is going to be this year.
I imagine Tolbert
or Mingo.
Or Mingo.
Yeah. But I do know this. There's going to be some defenses in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got a lot of speed this year. Speed we haven't had in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a lot. Like I said, we got
we ain't had no
Pickens and Lamb and Turpin and Blue all on the field that any 4 of those guys can beat anybody on the other team deep at any play.
Long as we can stay healthy.
That's it. Right there. Stay healthy.
Yeah.
And shoring up that offensive line with Booker.
Yep.
This year, as long as he can do what they think he can do, give Dak a couple seconds. I mean, you think about that. You give Dak another second to survey the field. If you got your offensive line as good, you got another second to survey the field. In a second, Blue can be.
Man.
He
10 yards downfield.
He'd be gone. No matter, like out of reach with the football. You can't even reach him.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm just telling you that this year is going to be a good year. I'm telling you, I'm putting money on it. Dallas is going to have a good year this year. They're going to be exciting.
Yeah.
I'm excited about Blue. I'm really excited about Pickens as well. And I don't know why I am more excited about Blue than I am Pickens. I know Pickens filled a hole, but I just know what Pickens can bring.
Mm-hmm.
I know what he's going to do. His first year, I think he had 800 yards or 900 yards receiving. His second year, he had 1,100. And last year, I think he had 800. He had nobody throw it to him. But
yeah.
So anyway, he can put up the numbers.
Yeah.
He can put up the numbers, and it's going to open up CeeDee Lamb.
I mean, we're not looking for him to come over and be a number 1. I mean, he probably has the potential to do it, but we're not looking for a number 1. We're looking for somebody, a number 2, to take pressure off of Lamb.
70 catches, close to 1,000 yards.
There ain't many WR2s that have 1,000 yards.
No, there's a very few of them that two receivers have 1,000 yards on their team. There's a couple, but not many.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's gonna be a good year.
Yeah.
I've watched several other people do some videos and talk about it, and some of the experts talking, and some of them were saying that Dallas's offense, by getting Pickens in there right now, it could be like top 5 this year. That'd
be good.
As long as our defense shows up, being good. So, little recap. Everybody knows we got Pickens. He's going to open up CeeDee Lamb. He's going to open up the top of the field. He's going to take the top off. Several of them are.
Ferguson, too.
You got Ferguson as well.
Yeah.
Blue, 4.25 40, in case you didn't know. Speed kills.
Yep.
He's a comparable running back to Jahmyr Gibbs and De'Von Achane. We already know what they can do. Blue's going to be, I think he's going to be good in the run game, but I think he's going to be really good in the passing game. They throw that little swing pass out there to him, and Pickens has his guy run off. Lamb has his guy run off. There ain't a whole lot of people out there that can cover him. So that's what we're looking at this year.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
I am too.
I'm excited for it. I'm ready to watch some Cowboys. I can't wait. Can't wait. I just hope everybody stays healthy. That's all I want.
That's all.
Anyway, so that's all we got. Just want to do a little run through real quick over Blue and Pickens. So if you guys would, please like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and we will see you guys hopefully sometime at the end of this week.